Well, that was dismal. Another poor performance by Derby County. It seems to be every single game now. Are Derby ever going to change? Another January slump. We're soon heading into another busy period of games against lower league opposition. Are we going to be able to turn this around? Who knows? So, Derby only made one change to the team. It was Liam Thompson coming in for Louis Sibley. A change I expected to happen, not for Thompson. I thought John Jules would come in, give us a bit more attacking threat against arguably one of the worst sides in the league. But no, we brought in Liam Thompson to sort of shore up the midfield, I'm guessing, but that didn't happen. We had no one in midfield. They were essentially just walking through us at times, and it was a very open end-to-end game, but we never tested their keeper. If you're enjoying this video and all my latest content, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, as it really helps the channel. And for one of the best attacking sides in the league that we are supposed to be, based on how many goals we've scored, we were awful. Didn't lay a glove on them really, didn't really create anything spectacular. So it's sort of, it's a joke really. I got clowned a few weeks ago on Facebook, Twitter, for naming my prediction video, can we recover in January? But I think our run of form in January has shown that it was a recovery job, not a promotion push. And the performances have shown we have not recovered. We've not recovered from the defeat at Peterborough. Like, even the games we've won, we weren't great. You go back to Fleetwood, if we'd have played Reading, like we did last night, if we'd have played Peterborough again, or one of the top sides, we'd have lost that game. Burton Albion, we were lucky to win. Bradford was an awful performance. Last night was awful. Lincoln, awful. Like, it's a bit of a joke, really, because how, as a team that went 10 wins in 11, or 10 wins in 12, whatever it was, suddenly turned so bad. I think we've picked up 8 points. I don't even think it's 8 points. I think it's like 5 points in 12. I think, something like that. So results-wise, we've been awful. We lost to Peterborough. We beat Fleetwood, so there's 3 points. We lost to Bradford. That knocked us out of the cup and given us an opportunity to go to Wembley. We then beat Burton, so there's 6 points. 6 in 6. Well, no, 6 in 9. Then we draw at Lincoln and we're awful, so that's 7 in 12. We get beat by Reading. That's 7 in 15. It's not good enough. It just isn't. And if we want to be challenging those teams above us, like Portsmouth, like Bolton, Peterborough, we've got to be doing a lot better, otherwise we could see ourselves fall outside the playoffs. Because it is tight. We're alright. We've got a bit of a 2-game gap to 7th, really, because I think there's a 6-point gap. Or it's like 5 or something like that. So, we won't fall out straight away. But if these performances continue, we aren't going anywhere in this league. We're going to be staying here for another season. Obviously, Paul Warne addressed the fact that we weren't very good. There's no desire. I agree. There was nothing in the middle of the park. Yes, Tomo runs about, but didn't offer a lot. Then you've got Birdie and Horahan. I like the partnership when we're controlling games and when we have possession. But when it's a game like last night where it's back and forth, they just seem to be non-existent. They both like to drift to opposite sides, and I don't even know what the answer is to the current problems, because it just ain't good enough. Tyrese John Jules late on in the game went down, believed it's a hamstring injury, so he's probably going to be out for a month. We only got him back a month ago, and now he's out again. So that's disappointing, which means we definitely need a striker now, because Dejon Brown's gone on loan to Gateshead, and our only fit number 9 right now is James Collins. We don't have another number 9, senior-wise anyway. Tony Weston or Lennon Wielden, they're academy players, but is Paul Warren going to use them? Probably not. So it's not great. It isn't great. I've said it in multiple of my past videos. Poor performances breed poor results, and I think that has shown realistically since the Oxford game. Don't get me wrong, the comeback at Oxford was brilliant, but since then we started poor in that game. 15 minutes of absolute abject nonsense, which put us 2-0 down. Yes, we got back into the game, but since then, poor performance against Peterborough. I originally put it down to Peterborough being a good side, but it seems that we were just really bad. Then we play Bradford, awful. Fleetwood, awful. Burton, have that half an hour spell where we're awful. We were in control of the game and we just give it away. And we were lucky to come away from that game with 3 points, really. You've then got Lincoln. Didn't really lay a glove on them. I think we've had 3 shots on target in the past 2 games. It's just not good enough for a side battling for promotion. It just isn't. And yes, we brought in Blackett Taylor. I'm not going to judge him on last night's game, because obviously he's probably had, maximum 2 training sessions. If he came to Derby early on Friday, he might have trained on Friday, but that'll have been a session purely for the game on Saturday. So he wouldn't have really done a great deal. He'll have trained Monday probably. Well, he did train Monday. We saw the video on Twitter. So it's not great, and it's not looking good either. We've been firmly hit by that Manager of the Month curse, and we've been firmly hit by the January-February dismal spell that we encounter. But hopefully we'll have a few more players coming in. To be honest with you, I think it's only going to be one based on Paul Warren's comments in the media last night, but I don't think it's going to be Michael Smith. I did make a video on Michael Smith, so if you do want to know who he is and where he plays and how that works, I'll link that in the top corner right now. But I don't think it's going to be him. He said that we've put in our best offer, and unless their wants change, he won't be coming here. So where are we going to look for a striker now? There's obviously Jake Young, who we might be interested in. There's been rumours about that for the past couple of weeks, but that would be another, I believe it would end up being a permanent signing. And from what was being said on the radio last night, there's no more money in the permanent pot. So, and I don't think that they would do that sort of deal like we've done with Charlton. So it's awful. It's not great. It's terrible. I just have no words. So heading into the next game, it gives us a perfect opportunity to turn this form around. We face Cheltenham at Pride Park. Obviously, Curtis Davis could return to the club for the first time since leaving, which is obviously a massive talking point. I will be making a preview video on that game. It'll more than likely come out on Thursday evening, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Another abject Derby County performance. Let's hope we can do better at the weekend. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe so you can keep up to date with all my latest Derby County football and Formula 1 content. And I'll catch you in the next video. Make sure to go and find me on TikTok, pictured here, and Twitter, pictured here. These are the places where I'll keep you all up to date with all my upcoming videos and my thoughts and feelings around the Formula 1 and football weekend.